All right, and we're back. Thank you for hanging around, my friends. Let me have a short break. I had to get a blanket. It's cold. Got a, don't know if you can see it very well. It's a Super Mario Kart blanket, and it's nice and soft. So I will be plenty cozy as we settle into this brutal experience. Actually, I need to turn this sideways. It's not long enough to cover my feet. So, Castlevania, whip only. We're not going to be too strict about the rules. If I accidentally run into a rosary or an invincibility thing, I'm going to try to, I'll walk backward a little bit. I'll try not to gain any ground if I accidentally bump into a weapon like that. If I pick up a weapon, I'm going to try, I'm going to try not to run into those things. I'm going to try not to pick up weapons and going to try not to accidentally use them. If I do, we're just going to live with it. I'm not going to reset over it. I'm not good enough at the run for that to matter yet. Someday, if I get really good at whip only, then we'll start being strict about those things where they'll force a reset. But yeah. For now, we're just gonna be a little bit laid back with the rules. Buddha Fingers says, just don't wrap yourself into a blue shell burrito. Well, fortunately, this is a Super Mario Kart, right? So it predates that. I just have to, I don't have to worry about that particular one. Alright, so let's just dive right in. Castlevania is a game I'm very familiar with. I love it. I've beaten it deathless once. Just like a regular playthrough. We will be powering up our whip. This is not a, I think a low % run doesn't power up the whip, but we will power up the whip. I might consider not powering up the whip someday. So I have been giving some thought to like what the rules will be if I do go for a grind for a whip only deathless run at some point. And like I was thinking about, well, what do I do about the candles? Do I make a rule like I can't break open any candles? I don't think I'm gonna be that strict and say that I'm not allowed to open up a candle. And the reason for that is because, like when I've done Contra, no item runs, I am really strict to where I say, if I open an item capsule, then the run is no longer valid. And I would do that for Castlevania if the enemies didn't drop items. But because the enemies will randomly be dropping items anyway, I figure it doesn't matter if I spawn one out of a candle or not. But I think I will set a policy for a deathless run that I am forbidden from picking up an item. If an item ever goes into that box at the top of the screen, I'll have to hit reset. I think that'll be a good way to be overly hard on myself for no reason, as I like to do. I think the candles are unavoidable. I mean, no, not technically, but in practice, yes, I think you're absolutely right. Because, yeah, in the, there's even candles, I mean, like right here, there's even candles in the boss arenas. And yeah, if I was really careful, I could maybe avoid them, but... I have made it, so my best run so far, my best whip-only run so far, I made it to stage 5 on a single life, and I made it to stage 6 on a single credit. So like that's pretty good to get to stage 5 on one life, and then to beat death before I get my first game over was pretty phenomenal. That's why I think a deathless run could be in my future someday, but I don't know. It's not gonna look like it's something that's within my abilities. Trust me. You're gonna see me struggling, and you're gonna think this guy is punching way above his weight class. Hey, Cap Sid, welcome in. Frownie playing some epic games today. Yeah, we're doing a lot of good ones. Love Contra 3, completing it on hard was one of my most memorable achievements. Oh, I'm sorry that I'm sorry you tuned in after Contra 3, Cap Sid. You would have, but I mean, maybe I'm not sorry, because you would have been sad to see how badly I performed in Contra 3 tonight. It was a struggle just to beat it on normal tonight. And I just recently learned about that meat. I found it just a couple streams ago for the first time. Alright, no, it was there. It was a struggle just to beat it on normal, and hard mode just pulverized me. Just grinded me into powder. There's nothing left of me. Did manage to see some of it while showering. Alright, right on. Thank you for the lurk. Someday I'll be good at Contra 3. I promise. I'll be good at it someday, but that day is far off for now. Oh no, I picked up an item. Gross. Now I have to be careful not to use it. You owned the robots like a boss. Thank you. You did really well. The game is notoriously difficult on hard. Thank you. Thank you. I don't feel like I'm doing well. I feel like the game is humiliating me. I feel like I struggled to get that word out of my mouth. Oh! The flea man despawned! I didn't know that they did that. I don't know if that's reliable, but that's funny. All good things come with time, Frownie. Hey! Our first crash of the night. Let's go! Oh, and it got extra weird. I knocked my microphone plug out. Alright, well, excuse me a moment. Let me see if I can get this cartridge to behave. Hooray for glitchy NES carts, Greg says. Yeah. My Castlevania cartridge, it's sad. It's sad to me because I love this game so much. My cartridge is pretty unreliable. That can't mean good things. I'm yawning, but I'm not tired. I've got plenty of life left in me. Have you considered doing a playthrough of Castlevania 3? I have done a playthrough of Castlevania 3. It took 11 hours to beat. I want to play through it more. Because I've only done it once, and I got the Sypha ending. I want to go through and get the other endings. Just haven't gotten around to it. But yeah, I played it for the first time. I played it on stream last year. Was my first playthrough. It's one of the ugliest streams that I've done. Like, so far as the capture looks horrible. I was using a different NES, and it was on an RF signal, and I couldn't get it to come through clearly. It's unwatchable, the VOD. Must have missed it. It might be before you discovered the stream, Buddha Fingers. I think I played it pretty early on. I think it's been more than a year. Oh, I'm certain it has been. I skipped asking about Castlevania 2 for obvious reasons. Well, Castlevania 2 we did on the stream. I tried doing it as blind as I could. The thing about Castlevania 2 is some of its more, like, notorious parts. Oops, yeah, a lot of it's already spoiled for me just because I'm interested in retro games. It's hard not to know about some of the notorious difficult parts for Castlevania 2. So even though it was my first playthrough and I was, trying to do it blind, there really wasn't no doing it. The worst parts were all spoiled for me. I did get stuck at one point. I needed, I think Greg helped me out. I didn't understand the ferryman. I couldn't figure out why he wasn't taking me where I needed to go. I picked up a rosary. The run is invalid. Imagine doing it completely blind would be a horrible experience. If I could, I would. I think it would be worse than Dark Souls. Need to show him the heart from the second mansion. Yeah, I didn't understand about, like, needing to select the right items. No, I missed my meat. Oh, I wanted to share. So I've got some cables on order that I've got some cables on order for converting a USB video signal to HDMI. So I don't know if they're going to work like for what I need them to, but if they do, there may be a possibility pretty soon of me setting up and being able to switch to a map cam like I talked about for like a playthrough of Metroid, so that people can follow along as I'm drawing my map. I won't be able to have the face cam and the map cam on screen at the same time, but I think I'll be able to switch back and forth between them. So that may be a. I mean, I don't know that I'm gonna play Metroid soon, but I do want to. You know, I would like to have a. You know, go ahead and be set up for it. So in the next week or two, I'm gonna be experimenting with that, and if it's successful, I might have something exciting to share. Alright, well, we made it further than we did before. What am I doing? Rip the Deathless Run. Can you believe it? I'm such a fool. Why did I do that? I know better than that. I was scared of those bats, is I think what it was. Go away, holy water. Thank goodness. Alright, well, that's okay. I'm not gaining any advantage from this invincibility. There are no enemies. When a Belmont comes along, you must whip it. Oh yeah, the Rosary. I don't think the Rosary ever despawns, so we've got to jump over it. Get ready. I did it. I thought I was gonna die for sure. That was so cool until you didn't kill the skeleton. I was too busy panicking, Buddha Fingers. I'm gonna be your cycling companion to work today, Capsid says. Let's go. Right on. Don't let me distract you into an accident, though. The only person I want to be distracting into foolishness is myself. Never beat this game without save states, Thrifty says. It's pretty tough. It's a grind to get through. That's for sure. I've been playing it for a while. I think the first time I played through this game was in like 2015 or 2016. Show up with a lot of health, kneel and pray. That's all I do for the boss. No. Death number 2. When I said I made it to stage 5 on a single life, I've actually done that more than once. Getting to stage 6 on a single credit, I've only done once. So it is a real shame to die on these levels, because I've done better than this before, but, I mean, I'm not good enough to be consistent. Clearly, I need a lot more practice. But the thing is, these deaths are not even, they're not even being caused by the whip. They're just being caused by my own foolishness. I'm having some really bad luck. And I picked up a weapon. Cancel the run. I hope the game crashes again. I want to restart. I'm not happy with how things have been going. I had to be really determined to beat a game back then without save states, rewinds, or internet guides. Someday I need to sit down and... I'm sorry. Someday I need to sit down and see if I can come up with a list of every game that I actually beat as a kid, because I don't think it would be a terribly long list. And it would be much shorter if I only list things that I beat, like without sort of passwords and cheat codes and tricks. Yeah, and from you know, getting help from other people. Excuse me. Yeah, I think it would be a shockingly short list. Passwords are considered cheat codes now. I'm saying by that I mean passwords you didn't earn, Greg. By looking up a password and using it instead of one that you found through your own work. I should have picked up that axe, just because if I accidentally throw an axe, it's more clear, you know, that I used an item than it is with the stopwatch, I think. I mean, not that you wouldn't be able to tell if I accidentally used the stopwatch, but I just think it's... yeah. Never, don't worry, the stopwatch is gone now. Ooh, that was rough. That was rough. That was a real bad job. Frankenstein. I showed up with all my health. I should have been able to beat Frankenstein. If you accidentally throw an axe but it doesn't hit an enemy, does it still count as a whip-only run? I mean, I wouldn't... when I do my real, like, grind for like a deathless whip-only run, when I want, like, the perfect run, I'm gonna count just picking up the axe as being a reset condition. But for now, I wouldn't worry about it, because I'm still in learning mode. Frankenstein himself is easy. It's the Flea Man. Well, yeah. Yeah, if it were just Frankenstein, it would be the easiest boss ever. You're a madman with a madman's dream of a milk-proof robot. If that's a quote from somewhere, I don't recognize it, but I do love it. I mean, whether or not I'm ever going to be able to deathless this game in whip only, I don't know. I'm doing so, like, I was just doing so bad just now at the levels I'm good at, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to play. I'm gonna have to do this a whole lot. I need to pick this up. I feel like I bombed every tile in Zelda. That's what you have to do in the original Zelda. I actually think the original Zelda is a little too cryptic for my taste. I like a cryptic game and I like secrets, but in Zelda 1, the secrets are too hidden, and in A Link to the Past, they're too obvious. So I would be happy with somewhere in between those two games for a level of obscurity to the secrets. Hitting your sword against the wall and listening for the sound makes it okay. But the cracked wall icons are too hand-holdy. Yeah, I agree with that. I like the using the sword to like test for the sound. I like that because you have to actively search for the secrets. But I don't like the blind bombing because it's too costly. It kind of punishes the player for their curiosity more than rewards them. But yeah, I like that you could I would like to have it where you could find the secret with your sword. You know, so it's free to look for secrets, but then you still need a bomb. You know, I wouldn't want the sword to open the secret passageway. You would still need the bomb to obtain it. So it's free to look for secrets, but it does still cost to obtain them. All right, let me pause for a minute. I wanna catch up because I know a little bit scrolled by me without me reading it. Beat Metroid by myself, Buddhafinger says. That is that's something I want to do, and I was working on it for a while to beat Metroid on my own, but wow, it's hard. Wow, it's hard. We're gonna do it on the stream someday, but I'm scared of it. Metal Gear had stuff you could find, but was also fairly cryptic. Metal Gear NES. Wasted so many bombs on my first playthrough of Zelda, and time or rupees to get bombs back afterward. No, don't hit me again. Now I can't get back to full health. Ah, this is so ugly. Let's see how it goes. I'm not that disadvantaged. You know, I'm missing a little bit of health, but could be worse. Out of all those scythes, that is the one I did not expect to hit. That was a pretty good first attempt. That was a pretty good first try at death, I think. No, yuck. I have to walk around with the holy water in my pocket now? When I'm not allowed to use items on a challenge, I always try to refer to them with very negative terms, so that I right, as a psychological trick to help me to not desire them. We're stuck in a bad rhythm. Normally, holy water here would be divine. Pun very much intended. Well done, Greg. I approve. I feel like I'm slouching a lot tonight. My posture is not admirable. I have even less health this time. Let's see how it goes. I don't know that I've ever been hit by an axe so early. A scythe. So early. This is terrible. That was the worst ever. I didn't do a single instance of damage. Excuse me. RNG for the win. We'll turn this around. Ooh, I jumped at a real bad time. I'm glad I didn't get punished for it. Yeah, I thought I was thinking I had a pretty good handle on the first 2 rounds of scythes that spawn, and it's only after that the things fall apart for me. But that last attempt really shook me. My strategy now is to play death more defensively than I previously have. I know it doesn't look like I have any strategy at all, but most of my focus I'm trying to keep on the scythes and only worry about hitting death when it feels really convenient. The best defense is a good offense. I think the best offense is a good defense this time. Oh, I'm really mad. This is so terrible. You guys are talking about a lot of games I haven't played, and so I'm trying to be careful not to read too much of the because I don't want to accidentally hit a spoiler for something that I might have fun struggling with later on. I'm getting so unlucky with these axes. He's just throwing them at the worst time. They're not lining up with my whip at all. I don't get it. Like, usually when I mash at him, he can't get an axe out. When I do a deathless run, doesn't mean I have to skip this boss. No, but it does mean that I have to refer to him as the Reaper. You're not gonna believe this, but I actually really like this hallway. When you make it through with no damage, it's so satisfying. No! That scythe! Very unhappy about that. The first time I got here, I did so very well, and I'm doing so garbage on every other attempt. I gotta remember not to open that candle. The thing is, the thing about this here too is like I'm actually more scared of the cookie monster than I am of death. The death fight is a real struggle, but at least with death I have like an approach, you know, that I think has potential to work eventually. Like just, you know, get really good at the scythes. The scythes actually kind of seem to spawn, like, at least the first 2 rounds always spawn predictably. Well, almost always spawn predictably. So there may even be a pattern there that I could memorize. To a degree. I didn't see that guy try and throw a single axe. Songs in the game are such jammers, Losses says. Welcome in, Losses. Oh, okay. Take a moment to breathe. We're coming for you, Death. That top right scythe stayed still for way too long. Oh, I got so lucky. I got so lucky with those scythes. I'm hit. I'm hit. There was no avoiding that one. I mean, a smarter version of me might could have done it, but oh, I was doing okay. I think it's Castlevania easily has some of my favorite video game music. That was not right. That guy fired a second round way too quickly. So you know how there are like hidden treasures in this game? Like, you know, like if you stand or kneel in the right place. Sometimes a treasure, you know, a points treasure will be revealed. What is Death up to? This is not his pattern. I don't know how high I can jump. This is the weirdest death fight I've ever seen. I might be dead. We got closer. He's gone rogue. The game's become self-aware. It's making its own decisions. Even the mediocre Castlevania games have great tracks. Oops. Alright, we should be able to make another good attempt here. That was risky, jumping at that scythe like that. That was a big mistake. Please. Being down here is always a big mistake, too. Get out. Yuck. I was so scared of one of them that I jumped into another. Just step down here a moment. Oh, I think I see a face cam. Inversion. We'll do that per Buddhafinger's request. A little messy, but I made it to death a few times now with all my health, which is kind of sad. It's kind of sad that I've made it here so many times with full health, and yet I'm only doing so good, which is to say not doing very good. I feel like I have infinite points just to flip you. Someday I'll think of better things to do with the channel points. I need to look around more streams and take note of ideas I can steal. Off to a bad start. You know, in a way, like the death fight is actually a really good like progression of the Frankenstein fight. You know, like death is like a souped up version of Frankenstein movement, like that just sort of wanders the arena and is the focal point for damage. And the scythes are like a souped up version of the Flea Man, right? Because there's just multiple of them instead of just one. For they move around pretty much as haphazardly, so like Death's design makes sense as an iteration on increasing the difficulty of Frankenstein's design. Sometimes, you know, I just feel like I should be rewarded for trying so hard to avoid damage. You know, who cares if it's a stupid idea? It should still work just because of the effort I put in. No. Focus on the scythes, don't focus on death. Focus on the scythes, don't focus on death. The first time I ever beat Death with just the whip, the first time I beat him, I got killed by a scythe before I could make it to the orb. So I'm terrified of that happening again. I missed the first hit. Oh no. Why did it have to stop right above my head? It was on a trajectory to go past me. I don't think stopping there was as dumb as it looked. If it weren't for the scythe copying my idea. No, this has to be the one. Stop. I got so lucky. Oh, get me out of here. It's so hard. It's so hard. I ask every time, how am I ever going to get good at this? First try. Thank you for that, Thrifty Anvil. Certainly makes me smile. Come on, can we first try these bats? I'm really, I often have pretty bad luck with these bats. Hey, this is great. That's exactly what we want to see. I want it to be like that every time. Please, please. Thank you for the GG Buddha fingers. Can we have a little bit of redemption? Can we have a good stage 6? What do you think? Ooh, that was so close. That was just as like that scythe that parked above my head. Go, go, go. Now is the time. Nice! We made it through. We made it through. You missed the death fight. I'm sorry, losses. It was ugly. It was just another one where I just barely got lucky and made it through, so I'm still not getting any better. My one piece of strategy for the Cookie Monster is that I want to try and eliminate Dracula while he's standing on one of the far sides of the room so that I maximize the amount of time before I get crunched up against the opposite wall. And so far, that's the only strategy I've developed for the Cookie Monster. Who I will not be defeating on this attempt. On this life, rather. Perfect. That's exactly where I want him to spawn. Oh no, he did a big jump and I didn't take advantage of it. He did another big jump. What's going on? It's like he's on my side. No, he's not. He missed. What a clown. Oh, I think I've learned something else. I think he doesn't shoot fireballs if you stand close to him. First try! I think if you stand right up in his face, he doesn't shoot fireballs. I don't know if that's consistent, but that certainly looked like the pattern that was happening. Oh me, oh my. It's soothing. My hands are real cold sitting down here in the basement, and just to hold my cold hands over my eyes is nice and soothing. After all that stress. Hey, thank you for the GG and the celebratory emotes, Buddha Fingers. I'm feeling good about that. That was amazing. Everything else in that run was trash, and then we had a wonderful, beautiful Dracula fight. It's one of those things where it, like, almost makes it all worth it, right? Oh. I'd love to do another run, but I know that Ghosts and Goblins is gonna take, you know, approximately 2 hours, so we'll have to do another run of this next week. Probably next time I play, next time I stream, we'll probably be doing another run of this. Maybe Monday. This is a lot of fun to work on. Maybe not Monday. We'll see. But this will definitely be on the schedule again next week. Another whip only run. More practice. I hope that Cookie Monster fight wasn't a fluke. I hope I can repeat that kind of a performance, because that was really good. But if I'm right about, you know, just the value of staying close to his face, to keep him from firing the fireballs, I might be good, because I can beat Phase 1 Dracula without taking a hit. You know, I don't always do it, but a lot of the time, I can get through Phase 1 Dracula with no damage. And so, if I've got a full health bar and I just walk the Cookie Monster back and forth across the room, and he's only damaging me on the ends, then I can take him out before he can take me out. As long as if I'm careful and he doesn't fire at me, then that's not going to be a problem. So this has me hopeful. I'm thinking that you think I should do another run? All right, we'll do another run. I wanted to do it anyway. I didn't need a lot of encouragement. 8-hour stream, here we come. Let me set my camera to right. And excuse me, just one brief moment. Let's see how it goes. Oh, we got the no music glitch. Oh, I got the no whip power-up glitch. That's not a real thing, but where's my whip power-ups? What? It's Friday, gotta do more runs. I like the way you think. I like the way you think, Tip. So it's so stark. Do I need the meat? No. Do I want the meat? Yes. That's when the meat tastes most delicious, right? When I'm at full health. Ooh. I don't think I've ever seen him go that way before. A swoop like that. That was very aggressive. I think pretty clearly caught me by surprise. I don't ever stand up there at the start of the battle. I think that's the first time I've ever stood up there at the start of this battle. I always stand on those lower two bricks. Please don't let the first boss kill me. The first boss is gonna kill me. Oh my goodness. Wow. Less lag without the music? I don't know. I don't feel like, is Castlevania a really laggy game? I don't feel like, there's a lot of lag to this game, right? I imagine that the lag that it probably does run, it probably does run a little, even if there, even the lag isn't tremendously an issue. There probably is some performance improvement with the music done, right? With the music gone, because it's one less thing to process. I don't know how the inside of an NES works. Made it to work safely, Capsid says. Great to hear. Thank you for thank you for having the stream up the whole time, and carrying us along with you. Off now, take care. Have a great day at work. I hope it is productive and stress-free. Felt like the merman section was laggy. Could be. I'm not extremely sensitive to that. I don't know what it is, but like, lag and like dropped frames and stuff like that are things I don't identify very well. Unless it, you know, unless they're like really extreme. I think when a game lags, my brain just slows down to compensate. So it feels like it's running at the same... It feels like it's running the same to me. I shouldn't have challenged him so hard. Why am I jumping like that? No, don't lose to Medusa, please. Simon, hang in there. Just temporary when too many things are on the screen. I don't think I ever noticed the shape of that pillar in the background. Right here to the right? I don't think I've ever noticed that. See, I told you I know how to move through that section. When I was so dumb last time. Sometimes, on very, very rare occasions, I can walk my talk. No, don't do this kind of thing to me. Bird. Should have been a little more defensive there. I just got lucky. First time was awesome. If I just killed the skeleton when I jumped down the stairs, it would have been perfect. Yeah, I'm used to... but see, that's the thing. I'm used to just letting that skeleton take care of himself. I was rooting for you. Maybe this time I won't jump into every single bat that ever existed. Whoa. That was weird. I didn't even get on the stairs. I just, like, glitched my way up. No! I'm a cheater. I gave the ground back. Not great. Don't feel good about picking up that invincibility, but I didn't gain any ground from it, so... I'm gonna say it was okay. This is weird. I don't know if Frankenstein has ever gotten onto my left-hand side before. In the history of this, in my history, my complete history of this game, I don't know if Frankenstein has ever been on my left. He's certainly never gone over there and touched the left-hand side of the screen. Here we go. One life. I told you I can make it to stage 5 on a single life. I think that's the 3rd time I've done it. Wow, he really came for me. He was done throwing individual bones at me. He said, "You know what? I'm just going to throw all of them." No, don't hit me while I'm making a joke. I wonder if I wanted to... I don't know if I said this earlier or just thought it. So sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I'm wondering, like, you know, I was talking about those hidden treasures or whatever that are in the game that you can spawn and collect. I wonder how many playthroughs it would take if I wanted to go through this game, if I wanted to comb through it blind and try to find every hidden treasure. I wondered if that's something I'd be able to pull off. I kind of think no. And I don't think it would be very fun to watch me try, but I just, you know, it's something to daydream about. Ozzy, good to see you. It's been a while. But I'm very happy to have you here. Welcome to Castlevania. Whip Only Edition. It's been a minute. Yeah, no worries. You'd have to know how many there are at least. Yeah, I was thinking that, Buddha Fingers. I'd have to know. I'd probably have to go so far as to know how many there are per stage to realistically do it. Maybe, you know, maybe a game total would be enough to get me through, but I'm not confident that I would be able to do it though. Concentration intensifies. I guess that scythe doesn't move. Oh. No, it's all falling apart. Stay calm. I thought I had all of those scythes. The one that killed me, I thought I took it out with the other two. I thought they were closer together than they were, I guess. Rip the Deathless Run. The 1cc is still alive, though. That's something, right? I wanted it, though. It does hurt. It does hurt. I am sad. But truth be told, even if I got it, you know, I picked up that invincibility by accident, I'd never be able to live with that. The run really died there. You know I wouldn't be able to live with that mark on my run. No, Death, where are you going, man? I had some dodges there that were luck beyond anything I could have ever deserved. Good attempt, though. Much better than earlier. Thank you, Buddha Fingers. Yeah, I feel good. I feel good about how we made it to death. I thought a lot of that was really clean. Most of it felt replicable. I don't feel like I was just getting lucky in a lot of places. Like, I think I was doing well. I need to get better at jumping up onto that platform, because that's a much better place to hide from the scythes than under the platform. But I'm so bad at getting up there. I also need to not rely so much on ducking to save me from the ones that are overhead, because it almost never works. Oh yeah, Medusa was terrible. The other bosses were okay. I mean, alright, Frankenstein was terrible too. You're right. You're right. The Mummies was good, though. Yeah, the Bat was terrible, Frankenstein was terrible, and Medusa was terrible. Medusa was terrible because I was being foolish, though. And jumping up onto that platform, like, I was doing stuff I never do. The Bat and Frankenstein, I mean... they're just me being bad at the game. When did I pick up a knife? Speaking of being bad at the game, what a terrible attempt this is shaping up to be. Look, I did the thing I said I shouldn't do. Dead. Lucky. Not lucky. Even with all that, I still got the deathless, so I have that going for me. Death is the final obstacle. I'm making it to death with a lot of health, like, pretty consistently here, too. Right now. Which is a real shame, again. It's a real shame that I'm getting here with every advantage I can have, and yet I'm still doing so bad. Not even an attempt. Rip the 1cc. Life is awful. Ugh. Why am I even playing this? Ugh. Disgusting holy water. I'm gonna die on the second screen. This is... Where'd he come from? Where'd that skeleton come from? This is intergalactic levels of annoying. Don't accidentally throw holy water now. I couldn't whip as fast as I needed to. We were real close that time. I don't like that guy's cooldown rate is inconsistent. So you're not going to believe this, but until just a moment ago, I thought Death's scythes were not destructible until they started to move. That's not going to change a lot about how I fight Death. But, I mean, it is important to know, I think. I want that. That was horrible. That was horrible. So annoying. If I roll my eyes any harder, I'm gonna be staring at my own brain. Come on, let's do it. It's extra dumb that I didn't think about the scythes as being destructible until they start to move. It's extra dumb because I even destroy one out of routine before it moves. But then all the other ones, I was like I'm just sitting here watching them and thinking, well, as soon as it moves, that's when I need to whip it. Sometimes, you know, sometimes it's not the sides that move that are worst, it's the ones that don't move. Because if those two hadn't stayed below me, I could have whipped them, and then I could have not had to jump where I did. Oh. I wish I were better at games. I'm too slow. I move too slow. I think too slow. It's ruining me. I think it's clear. I think it's pretty clear. I'm never gonna be good at this. This death battle is simply beyond me. I miss that flea man every time. Do whip power-ups even exist anymore? You can't hit this guy's axe with a powered down whip? Is that what I just discovered? I'm not even gonna make it to death on this credit. That's true. Did you know that? You can't, hang on, the bottom one? You can destroy the bottom one, but you can't destroy the upper one with the powered down whip. Why do I have another life? I'm just throwing the rest of this credit away. That's so interesting. Well, I learned something. I've still got another hard game to beat after this. What am I doing to myself? I don't believe that axe should have been able to get me. It should have been destroyed. I will not accept that that was a legitimate instance of damage. If one of the axes was destroyed by the whip, the other one should have been too. That's all there is to it. Goy. I just got so lucky that death was in a stupid pattern. I don't even feel very good about that because it was just luck. Is that Hilta Tea Day? Feel free to correct my pronunciation if I have if I'm unsuccessful. Hilt is quite fine. Right on. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the nice job. I appreciate it. I'm feeling a little down. I'm feeling a little grumpy. So I appreciate you coming along and raising my spirits a bit. This game is very hard with only the whip. I've beaten it a few times. I've beaten it a few times whip only. My goal is to become good at it and to be able to beat it in one life with only the whip. And that death battle, that just sucks the hope right out of me. No, I picked up an item. Why? I can't beat it with sub-weapons. I mean, it's a rough game. It's a really rough game. I've put a tremendous amount of time into it. With the sub-weapons, I can usually do pretty well. I've actually beaten it deathless with the sub-weapons. So that's why I'm hoping to also do it deathless without at some point, but goodness, it's tough. Almost had it. I made it. I made it on. I don't know how long you've. I don't know how long you've been with us, but I actually made it to death on a single life. So I've got, you know, I've got a lot of the game under control. But once I make it to that death battle, death and all this stuff after is just real ugly. Hey, I got lucky. That when I come down here and the bird's on the left like that, I know I'm gonna have a good time. That's the good pattern. Let's go. Just can't beat Dracula? If you can make it to Dracula, I have confidence you could do it, because Dracula is learnable. He's not easy, but he's definitely learnable. Haven't played it in months. I gave it an honest go. I could eventually plot on to Dracula. He's got my number, though. Oh no! All right, we'll beat him next life. We've got him this time. It didn't give me the whip power up. I have to do it with a small whip. Oh no, I lost focus. We're okay though. Maybe I'm not. He's moving fast. Slow down, Dracula. It's not a race. Bogus. That's more like it. Not too good at old NES games, despite growing up with them. I don't feel like I'm particularly skilled at a lot of these harder games, but I really like to play them. I've just got the thing I have going for me, I think, is I've got a lot of persistence. So even though it takes me a long time to get through these kind of things, like, you know, I feel like if I just stick with anything long enough, I can eventually get it. But yeah, I grew up with the NES, but I missed out on a lot of these games. I didn't really like games that are particularly hard when I was young. All right, I feel confident with the Cookie Monster now. It's going to require luck to do a good job against him, but I'm not afraid of him like I am of death at all. Really, at this point, it's like death is the only thing that I don't know how to deal with in any way, shape, or form. And you know what? That level 6, that one room, where I need the bird to come in from a particular side, I can probably just walk up and down the stairs until I get the pattern I want. Now that I think about it. So level 6 might even be easier than suspected. I liked RPGs growing up because you weren't good at games. I liked, I always liked platformers, but I liked them more middling in their difficulty. Like the Mario games were about the level of difficulty that I wanted out of my video games. Anything that was significantly harder than Mario, I was much less likely to enjoy it. Like even like the Mega Man games, I remember I must have rented every Mega Man game at some point when I was a kid, but I never found one that I got into. I really like them now. It's my tastes have changed. But I hope you do pick Castlevania back up and give it another go, because it's really satisfying. It's really satisfying to make it all the way through. I actually try to mess with these more difficult NES games as an adult than I did then. Yeah, it's exactly same here. Same here. I'm really into these now. But I probably like I probably would have hated this game if I played it as a kid. I actually never played Castlevania until well into my adulthood. Would have loved Twitch when I was young. Liked watching people that were good. I had a much older brother that was pretty good at video games. Rented Mega Man from the local grocery store when I was very young. I was very traumatized. I can relate. Renting games from the grocery store too. I remember that. Like my earliest, some of my earliest NES like related memories are renting NES games from one of the grocery stores in my hometown. They had a small selection. I think they even had. I don't know if you can see it very well in the background. Like over here, to my back left, there's this spindle. It's like it's actually like what they put postage or greeting cards on, and but they spin around. But the grocery store where I used to rent games, I think they had one of these too, and they filled it up with games. So I was very happy that I was able to get a hold of one. I had my games. I used to have my games on there. It's got instruction manuals on it now. I used to have my games on there, but it's kind of hard to find what you're looking for when they're on a thing like that, and it doesn't have enough slots to hold all of any one collection. You're a horror fan, nice. Yeah, I like I'm into things that are a little bit more spooky than outright like horror. I kind of like older horror movies that are a little bit cheesier and campier more than I like things that are too sort of violent and disturbing. I used to have more of a taste for those kind of movies, but they don't interest me as much anymore. All right, so excuse me a moment if you would please. We're done with Castlevania. I'm feeling kind of deflated. We won, but it was so difficult. It was so difficult. I get the camp idea. I will admit, though, I like a lot of the vile trash to a degree. Most of it's just bad. No worries. I mean, I don't know. I used to like. I used to be more into those kind of things, but I don't really seek them out anymore. Let me step away a moment, and we're gonna switch games. We've got one more game to do tonight. I can't believe it. After all the brutality that we've been through, we still have Ghosts and Goblins to play. All right, I'm not gonna run away from it. I'm gonna face the monster. I'm gonna keep the stream going, but I do need to just step away for a moment. So excuse me, and I'll be right back with you, friends.